Hello everyone, Ron VACCARO standing here at Johnson Field, the home of the Yale field hockey team, which this week launches the Get a Grip campaign for myotonic dystrophy awareness. And as part of that, I spoke with MCCONNEL head coach Pam STUPER and ERIN Carter and team captain Katie BOLLING here today. We're joined by MCCONNEL, a goalkeeper on the team, and the Yale field hockey team is getting set to launch the Get a Grip campaign this week. And Ona, why don't you explain to us a bit what that is?
Okay, the Get a Grip campaign is basically a fundraiser for myotonic dystrophy, which I was diagnosed with recently. And it's actually the most common form of muscular dystrophy in adults. Basically, it can almost hit, it's passed on genetically, but it can hit anyone. It was a surprise. I never knew my family had it, and so I just realized that I have it later when I was diagnosed. And so we're hoping to raise money to find a cure because there's no cure and there's no treatment.
All right, and we're here with Coach Pam STUPER, the Yale field hockey team. And Coach, we were talking with Ona earlier, and explain to us the team's efforts with the Get a Grip campaign.
Really, the efforts are threefold. One is to raise awareness. It is a rare disease, so we want to make sure people know about it. The second is to fundraise for research. Again, there's not a cure, so we're hoping to raise some more money to put forth to help with the research. The third one is to support ONA and those with the disease.
A lot of times people will find out about something, and then the natural question is, well, what have you done about it? And what are you doing about it? And I'd say what you just outlined, Yale's really getting a holistic approach to what are we doing about it, and what are the specific fundraising efforts that are coming up this week?
Starting this week with our first game of the season, we are going to have a game. It's the Get a Grip game. So right off the bat, we're going to make people aware of the disease. With it, we'll run a goal-a-thon throughout the season, so people will be able to pledge per goal that we score or an amount that they'd like to give to the program in giving towards the Myotonic Dystrophy Foundation. At the door, you can make a donation. You can get a wristband for whatever donation, 50 cents, $1, $20. We'll also have t-shirts for sale for $10. The proceeds will go back to the Myotonic Dystrophy Foundation. And I believe that the girls have some of their friends, some other athletes around to help us run that event.
We're here at Johnson Field with ERIN Carter and Katie BOLLING, who's the captain of the Yale field hockey team. And let's talk about that t-shirt, the Get a Grip t-shirt first. Why are you wearing it?
Well, this is for our teammate Ona. She has myotonic dystrophy, so we're selling these t-shirts to support her and support the Myotonic Dystrophy Foundation.
We're selling these t-shirts for $10 out at the game, as well as these bands if you make a donation. And just hoping to raise awareness as well, because a lot of people don't know about it.
Let's talk about this goal-a-thon, because I'm sure it's a competitive bunch, and I'm sure you've got a lot of players in the team who want to be the leading contributor to that with the goals they score.
For sure. Each year, I think the last 4, we have continued to increase our goal total. So the girls were really excited about making the goal-a-thon to try to increase our goal total from 51 to make it higher this year. For sure, those athletes want to help that out. It's not just about scoring goals and winning a game, but each goal for them is going to help raise money for research.
Well, we put together a pledge form, so you can either donate directly to the Myotonic Dystrophy Foundation, or you can pledge a certain amount of money per goal we scored. And so last year we scored 51 goals, and hopefully we score more than that this year. So it'll be a fun way to raise money, and people can watch how many goals over the season that we've scored to see how much they're donating to the cause.
In addition to being diagnosed with it, you're also on the foundation board. How did that come about, and what does that entail?
Well, the second I was diagnosed, I said, we got to do something about this. So actually with the help of my mother, we did some research online and we found out about the foundation. And so we started talking to them and what we can do, how to set up a fundraiser, what's the most important thing to raise money for. And so after really talking to them a lot, and they said there was a position open, they said, would you want to join the board? And I said absolutely.
Yeah, Ona's really taken this challenge and attacked it, and it hasn't been easy, and she's had to face some adversity, but she's done it with a smile on her face and a sense of humor, and dealing with what it is that she has, and also being a leader. She is just named to the board for the Myotonic Dystrophy Foundation. She's helping with our efforts here in the Get a Grip game, but I'm really proud of her both on and off the field because she is challenged more than most students and student athletes here at Yale.
Talk about what else you did this summer. Pretty interesting experience, I'd say.
Yeah, and I spent 2 months actually in China working in a fMRI lab, which is looking at brain images and how they relate to ADHD as well as autism and things like that. So it was really cool experience, and China's just such a different culture.
You've also studied at Oxford, I believe. Is that correct?
That's correct. I worked there 2 summers ago in a silk, with animals that produce silk, spiders, silkworms, and looking at that material because it's the strongest material on Earth. And they still can't figure out how to produce it themselves. So that was really, really interesting. So I spun spiders and collected their silk. It was really cool.
With experiences like that, I'll ask, how you enjoy your time here at Yale, and that's got to stack up pretty well too.
Yale's been absolutely awesome. I've had a great time. The first year was tough, but I still loved it. The classes are just amazing. The people, everybody has something interesting about themselves. Yale's just been great, and the field hockey team has been so supportive.
Let's talk about that. How much fun is it for you, and how proud are you to be a part of this Yale field hockey group?
I'm so proud to be a part of this field hockey group. I came out here, and one of the major reasons I picked Yale was the team. Everybody is so nice. I have never met a team that is so cohesive and so great. And, when I was diagnosed, they were just so supportive and said, what can we do? How can we help? If you need anything, just ask us. And I'm really proud to be part of this team.
I feel like the entire team's like a family. It's nice to come to school and have a group of friends that are there like your family at home, and it's good.
Yeah, the team, I've been here 13 years, going on my 14th season as a part-time assistant now to being head coach, and I've really seen the program grow to be a national contender, to fight for a top 20 position, to get points in the national poll, to break records that were 32 years old. So the young women have done a tremendous job as athletes here, and students as well. We typically have over half our team as academic All-Americans. Our squad is recognized every year for their academic prowess in the classroom. So really excited about continuing that trend with the program.
Well, certainly a compelling story and an admirable effort underway here as part of the Yale field hockey team and the Get a Grip campaign. If you want to get involved more or find out how you can do that, you can go to yalebulldogs.com/getagrip.